come by and say what's up, see how everybody doing today, see what's the happening, see what's shaking today. Do a little livey. Probably be like half hour. See what we got going on. See how y'all doing today. Try to get some stuff going. I don't like how that look. So I just thought I'd come on for a little bit, see what's going on. See how y'all feeling out there today. It's gonna be like for like a little while. Hope you're having a good day. Depends on where you are in the world. Hope everything's going good for you. Just trying to hit some stuff real quick. I am going to be centralizing these videos, so see if I can get this thing on quick time. Okay. We're gonna talk about this thing here because this turkey apparently $200 billion. It's crazy. Hope everybody doing good. Start coming through today in the neighborhood. Just coming alive for a minute just to see what we got going on. What we got going on real quick. What's up? What's up? Oh, you on here early. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Good to see you. I'm good. I'm good. Glad that you on. Cause I'm just gonna be on here for like about I got about like a half hour. Good. I'll be on for like a half hour. I got a step and I thought I'd come on a little bit earlier today. We didn't get really a chance to kick it yesterday, so I thought I would come back on. So thank you for coming on. How's your day going? Don't forget to take the poll too. Let me know what you think about that question of the day. Heard this cat 200 million, 200 B, 200 views. That's cool. Glad you're doing good. How you doing? How you doing? Thank you for coming through. Glad to see you coming through today. So Charlene, sometimes we get some people that actually talk, and sometimes we get some trolls. So I don't know. We're gonna find out what we're working with. We're gonna find out what we got. Anyway, hope everybody's doing good, and feel free to tell me where you're coming from and where you are. United States. Where you from? Feel free to let me know what's up. I'll be on for a little while today. Okay, thank you for coming through. How you feel about America? I'm asking because of everything that's going on. So just want to know, just out of curiosity, with everything that's going on, if I can get some general feedback, feel free to let me know. We are coming to you live, and we got more people coming through in the building. So come on in. Don't be shy. Okay. We see we got a lot of people coming through. Feel free to take the poll question. Let me know what's up. We just gonna holler. We're gonna be on for a little while. And anybody wants to talk, feel free. Let me know. I will be running a playback. Eventually, I'm gonna put this all on my podcast. So all the ones who miss out, and let me know when you are coming through too, so we could set up a good time. I was listening. Probably not. It probably was a cover song. You know, I go back with her. My mother was actually into her. That was the first time I was familiar with her when I was a little boy. And then I found out about her story. But I loved her stuff though. She was one of a kind. She was a pre Whitney and better than anybody after Whitney. I can say that unequivocally. I can say that I haven't heard anybody after Whitney that could touch Phyllis Hyman. Because I really haven't heard anybody that I think after Whitney that could touch Whitney. So what's up? Yeah, what's up? The crew. What's up? Now I know when to catch you. I'm in here for about another what's this? I got about another 25 minutes. So yeah, he looked old and busted. I saw some video of him dancing. He was dancing, and he just looked like. I mean, yeah, it's bad. It's embarrassing. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad. It's almost like he's self destruct. see Biggs and Bars of OKC. How you doing? How you doing? Oh yeah, huge DeBarge fan. I had that. I had the records back in the day. I saw that and I did a video about it, but that's why I said he's headed to Tubi. That's what's up. They gonna keep him a career, but he going to Tubi. They gonna put it. They trying to whatever it is. He just ain't do something strange because they sure coming after him. They coming after him. I've heard worse. So huge DeBarge fan. Yeah, dug all that. Yeah, he's headed to Tubi. But why is Rolling Stone reporting it though? I don't get it. Yeah, I already know. She and Adrian Brody. Remember? So did you watch the HBO about the Lakers? Because Adrian Brody played Pat Riley, the actor. He's been around forever and a day. So I don't know if you watched the Oscars back. Was it 2002 when Halle won that award when she did that movie with Diddy? Okay, she did that movie with Diddy, with Billy Bob Thornton. Oh. Anyway, yeah, her, Diddy, and Billy Bob. Anyway, she was the first black woman to win the Oscar since Hattie McDaniel for the role. So when she got the award, Adrian Brody came on stage and he grabbed her and he kissed her directly. So now she came back 20 years later to do the same. The difference is he got an Oscar 20 years ago and he got one 20 years later. She ain't touched in Hollywood. No one is touching her movies. Just saying. You notice Halle ain't been the same, really. So she was returning the favor, if you will. Monsters Ball. That one. Monsters Ball. Because Diddy was on death row in the movie. And Billy Bob was the warden. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway. Yeah. Well, yeah, basically. It's hard to believe too, because she was happening for a minute. She never was that much of an actress though to me though. It was all about visual with her. So basically she did that Swordfish with John Travolta and when she started taking off her clothes. That's why Angela Bassett can't get no award. I'm telling you, this Hollywood is so plantation. Yeah, if he ends up, you know what? I might do a video. I'm gonna do a video. You gave me a good idea. I'm gonna do a video about him and KD. Thank you. Cause that's a good video right there. Thank you. You just inspired me. Thank you for mentioning him. I got a video concept I'm gonna do. And Tubi's gonna play a part in it too, so thank you. They'll t- I mean, it's ending bad. It's ending bad. And he should know better. I mean, he should know. Get your butt out the league. Nobody likes him. This acting that I gotta see with Donald Driver and the only people ever were real about him was Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless to extent. Everybody else been faking the funk about him. Listen, talent wise, he was something else. But his arrogance and his mood, and he ain't that good to be getting away with what he getting away with. Oh, he slurped the Kool-Aid. He's like, oh, you know how they fawn over him. Talking about how great he is and Stephen A. He's a bad man. And I said, yeah, about what, 15 years ago? I said, but what's he done? Yeah, he got some MVPs, but what has he done? Let me put my drip on. There I go. Put this drip on. But this is a sad reality. Yeah, he was. He was. But you see, these cats be really slurping bad. So, to say about it though. But that's what's up though. That's what I gotta say about it. But yeah, she fell off though. There's a lot of them at Tubi time now though. You gave me a great idea too. Yeah, yeah. But the problem with Cincinnati is they don't never ever um play no defense, and I blame that coach. Joe Burrow can't be he be pulling that Luca. Be waiting till like 8 game, 9 game before he wake up. Season be almost over. He got blowed out. They need defense bad. Because there's gonna be an era that someone's gonna forget about him. I'm telling you, one of those guys will be forgotten when we have these debates. Yep. One of those guys, you know what I'm talking about, out of Burrow, Lamar Jackson, and Josh Allen. One of them gonna be left out. Ain't gonna be so many rings to go around. You'll see what I mean? So, cause Mahomes been the five, Burrow's been the one, and the other two ain't been the none. Stay healthy, gotta have the right team. But you know one thing I'm gonna tell you right now, you don't get so many chances at the crack. So I'm just saying, I got a feeling Mahomes will get another ring or two before it's all said and done. I don't know about those guys though. We'll see. Gotta have some better defense. Gotta have some balance. So I shake my head at him. You know you ain't winning no Cleveland. I mean, Jameson Winston was about as good as you can get, and that's tells you all you need to know. You live there, you know how hard it is for them to get a quarterback. Yeah, he sold it. So he talking about he used Washington and Philadelphia as bait. I was excited because if he goes to Washington, I'm thinking, uh-oh. If he goes to Philadelphia, I'm thinking that's a dynasty. He stick to Cleveland. Well, okay. You just you just embarrassed yourself. Hustling, lying. So that's all. Could do what? Listen, if he didn't do anything for Buffalo, he sure as heck ain't gonna do no for y'all. I mean, the Bills had better defense than Cincinnati could ever have, and that didn't make no difference. I don't know. The Bills making no sense. I mean, if he's good, but that's a big if. And Bosa is decent, but he long in the tooth. And him and Khalil Mack didn't exactly set the world on fire. Yeah, I'm saying, and they didn't exactly set the world on fire with the Chargers. So they don't make no sense. They don't make no sense. They need to stop the run. They gotta get, there's things that they gotta do technically, and I just don't like how they play stuff out. That's all. Yeah. Problem with the Chargers though is they just need an overhaul. That's all. Too much talent to be so mediocre. So they need the front. They need a pass rusher. They need to be able to stop the run. They getting beat up on the line. That's the key. They're not getting enough blitzes. They were fortunate to get those strips against the Ravens, but because the Ravens had the stupidest coordinator that you ever imagined. They never can stop Derrick Henry. Shoot, if Baltimore was smart, they beat the Bills in that playoff game. Kansas City put 30 points on the Bills defense. That should tell you any note. And Baltimore would have put 32. Two things that happened in 2 point conversion. That was the difference in the game. In the turnover. Shoot. I mean, teams play smart. I don't think the Bills' offensive line is much of a problem. I think James Cook just got to get more touches. I think Josh did pretty good. They gotta stop the run. They gotta figure to stop the run, stop the pass. You can't do both. And when you play football that you're playing even Steven and you're doing that, you're not winning. And the problem is they can play with teams, they can't beat teams. There's a big difference. I've been see that. They're in North Carolina. I've seen it. Mm-hmm. Hope Brady don't try to take that ring from him. That's my running joke. That's my running joke. You ever go on to some other sites and you might catch me, I make some snods on that because that's my running joke. Brady may have to get that ring too. She got mad because somebody was dissing the age gap on Instagram. It was hilarious. You call them belly cheeks. Belly cheat is what I call them. You know, that's the Patriot way though. That's what Kraft did. They always got something going. Of course they are. She ain't gonna, and she could be for the streets. So you never know. She knew where she was going though. They randomly met on an airplane. I'm like, yeah, right. You don't know who's in first class. You know who he is. Oh yeah, it's crazy when you're in college. Come on, please. That's like eating pizza and drinking beer. That ain't nothing there. They say them big brothers that be playing a little. Yeah, because he's act like he's trying to fit in with the clique. That's what it's like. And see, he didn't make his business too known. It's kind of sloppy for him in a way. I ain't not knocking who you with. I just think it's kind of sloppy because people gonna be in your mix and they'll use it against you. And he's going to play in college too as a coach. I don't know. That look like a couple L's automatically to me. I could be wrong, but he may have to take a L on this one. Though. That's his choice. That's his business, though. That and also the way his career ended because he got stuck with mac and cheese and his personnel. His son was trying. They all that stuff flopped. That's what I'm saying. And no one's gonna take a chance. Don't get it twisted. If he was halfway humbled, I'd tell his butt to go to Frisco. You already know where I would say he would be. Frisco or Cincinnati? Stop me if I'm lying. Shoot. Coach Joe Burrow, who is really like a Montana Brady type, Purdy, who's system, but you can work with. That would be gold. That's a no brainer. But he didn't mess himself up. So, now if he watches this show and he pays me any attention, those are the only two places you could have gone. and you could have won with them two, Cincinnati or San Francisco. We know you weren't gonna go to no Dallas. We know that. So you go somewhere you look like you got some flex. No, no, no. He does like Josh Allen a lot, but the Bills don't play no defense, so that wouldn't work. And he couldn't really utilize a quarterback like Josh because of the styling. But a Joe Burrow, Purdy, that's more his style. I heard that. I laughed. I did a video about it too. But he ain't say nothing wrong, though. What did he say wrong? I love Manilow. Manilow is one of my favorites because I loved his arrangements. He did some big time arrangements on some Frank Sinatra tributes. And he did arrangements for Bette Midler, Dionne Ward, Phyllis Hyman. Cat's a bad arranger. Got a lot of rhythm in his playing and styling. You know, some people may clown and say show tuning, but the guy could flat out compose arrangements. He's very detailed. One of those artists that got his own vibe too. Like Manilow. Coco Cabana was my jam. Mm-hmm. And some of them songs might come across kind of simple pop or whatnot, but no one else was locking it like he was doing it. He could write, but he could arrange. I've been impressed by a lot of stuff he did back in the day. Real good. So, yeah, Manilow was good. Okay, we getting some good polling today. This is good. The timing works out good. Time I gotta go and throw some. Well, he wears his a pit. That's why he can't. That's why no one will touch his behind. That's why he's stuck in Frisco. When did he say this mess? I have to do a video about that. But I'm not surprised though. Oh, he very is. Okay, I'll look it up. I'll do a video. I'll do that. I remember they shut his mouth up when he was like the mega hat on that the Sunday night football game, and they zipped his lip. They think a lot of them think like how he think, but they just don't like how ignorant he come across ignorant, and he don't know how to break it down. But um, no, that's not why quarterback play went down. He sure did off of stupidity. Did they lose in two of the dumbest ways? Yeah. How come your defense didn't step up and you let Patrick Mahomes throw a moonshot that Tyreek came there with on 3rd and 15? You think I forgot about that? That ball hung up there like a hot air balloon, and you had to sit there and watch that thing land. And then your Italian quarterback, Guido, overthrew Sanders by 3 yards. How do you overthrow Emmanuel Sanders by 3 yards to his left side if you hit him in his hand? But no, Jimmy Scott Bayo Garuffalo, and he never was the same. But we ain't gonna talk about that, are we? Are we, Mr. Bosa? How your Guido quarterback overthrew Emmanuel Sanders. Yeah, talk about that. And then the last Super Bowl, you turkeys didn't even know that in overtime you got to score a touchdown to win, not a field goal. Then you lose at the gun. Mahomes rolls out, hits the ball. So if I'm you, I'd walk around with a bag over my head. You done lost two Super Bowls in two different ways by choking and gagging. Not to mention that game against the Rams when old boy dropped that ball that Matthew Stafford threw up there and you didn't get that one. You done had three. You done find ways to blow. So I wouldn't say nothing. If I was a 49er fan, I'd walk with a bag over my head. You ain't had nothing to be excited about. You done choked two Super Bowls, choked the NFC Championship game, Went to an NFC Championship game with no third string quarterback, and you had to get your punter or your Gatorade man to come on quarterback for you against Philadelphia. Missed me with all that. So yeah, but he got a lot to say. Okay, okay, Guido got a lot to say. It almost seems like it was fixed. If they think he's worth it, if they think he's worth it, don't get him because of the last name. Get him because you think he's worth it. I'm gonna tell you like this: if you're a name with a last name, you don't want to go to a big team because look at Bronny James. You don't want to be just that. If the Cowboys were winning, I think he would definitely feel like it. He's got to be right now reasonably smart to get people that will fit what he's putting down, not because they're a name brand. And football is not like basketball, unless of course you're winning and then you bring in a Deion Sanders or something like that magnitude. It's a different animal in football. So you can do it, but don't mean you're gonna win. I got 9 more minutes, so we got 9. Well, he didn't do a whole lot last year. Actually, he got brought to earth after that Philadelphia game. He gets a couple token wins. Yeah, the backups didn't work out because Trey Lance was a bust, and Cooper Rush is okay. Yeah, he's okay. But let's not get like Skip Bayless about him. He okay. People be talking about these turkeys like they gonna be about it, and there's a big difference. I have to sit there and hear them talk about it, but I mean, Anyway, thanks for letting me know about that, especially that thing about Bosa. I'm gonna definitely have to touch that up. But I'm not surprised though. It always has been gone up. 49ers used to stack on it. Cowboys did too. It's nothing new. You want something, you got to give up. And the problem is though, it's positional. But to me, it always seems like Philadelphia always gets the bunch. They stack up right. They just can't make no dynasty out of it. But they stack up right though. Philly always seems to land a bunch of the right. Now we're gonna see what they do now. Or will they be bipolar like they usually are and blow up? Stargell, even though the big hurt was great, but he wasn't contending for titles until like near the end. Eddie Murray was big, and I still think to this day Cal Ripken Jr. missed out by not having him because I think he would have been even more than just the games he played. But Stargell was huge, man. Yeah, I did. Thank you for telling me. And I did a. Did I do a video on it? I did. It's coming up. I did a video on it. I enjoyed it. Thank you. They actually the last two interviews they've had with her and Barry Bonds, I've been impressed. Most of the time on there, they just be talking a lot of smack and the stuff be corny. But that was good. Most part. For me, for me, you know who I'm taking. I'm taking Dale Murphy. Cause Murphy was my dog, man. That's an A-Rod's do it boy too. You see, he was a platoon as a catcher. But Bob Horner, pudgy dude, left, went to the St. Louis Cardinals, and it messed up Murphy's career. You saw Albert Bell. You didn't get to catch Murph though. Murph was bad, yo. Murph was one of those guys. Had he had the right pieces, He should be a Hall of Famer. I loved Albert, but Albert did have a better squad. Murphy was bad, man. That's who. That's who. That's Ax Alex Rodriguez was the way number three. Dale Murphy was a bad dude, man. Murph was bad, yo. Murph was bad. Albert was flat out bad too, but Murph moved me back in the day. Murph was one of my dudes, man. Kid you not. Oh yeah. Clemens, just like Barry Bonds, could have gotten all the awards nonstop. Because the thing about it, he was a different pitcher from Boston to Toronto to the Yankees and with Houston. The dude had four incarnations. You can almost say he's the GOAT. And, or in that argument, because look how he changed up his pitching. He was a beast, yo. It's just that when he played for teams that wasn't successful, you know, but his dominance was no joke. Yeah, but it's because of who he was with and they weren't winning. There's a lot of politics involved. If you ain't winning, they use that against you. Yeah, that guy could have gave a tour and a hit. He was something else. He was something else. He didn't chase bad pitches and he was accurate. It's just that, and he did that with a team that went to two World Series, 14, 15 years apart. But had he been on a team like the St. Louis Cardinals or a team that could run and hit and complement him, he'd be way bigger. Was he bad? I'm not surprised. He know how to take pitches. He know how to run counts. Yeah, he was sad though. 14-year gap between the two World Series because he was bad. He was bad. But guys used to stick around with their teams like George Brett did with Kansas City and Kirby with Minnesota and all that. He didn't have a whole lot of movement like he ended up getting. But he could give him a class on hitting though. Pete Rose, man. Now, having said what I said, Pete Rose played all those positions. Pete Rose was contending for titles. Pete Rose left Cincinnati, was the big red machine, went to Philly and won a ring in 80. And he was always plus the 44 game hitting streak. Charlie Hustle. Come on now. You talk about Pete. Pete always had something going on. Gwen might have been a better pure hitter, though. I'll give you that. Joey Gallo, stick to the wine. Stick to the wine. Yeah, well, everybody can't be so A, so. Okay, I got a couple of minutes before I got to roll. Because this is just a. You always come on right when I got to go to. So usually on my Tuesdays. But if I know you're going to be. If I know when you're coming on, I'll definitely catch you up. I'm on probably tomorrow. I'll try to come on tomorrow. But I'm not going to be on Thursday or Friday. So definitely I'll try to come on tomorrow. Joey Gallo, Rain, Wine. But yeah, I take Pete Rose as Pete though. Pete Rose was bad, yo. It's kind of hard though against Charlie Hustle. Big Gwen fan though. Gwen was a pure hitter though, but man, Pete Rose was on another level though. Okay. What time is it right now with you? Monday through Saturday in the mornings. What time would you say? What time you got right now? Conseco, man. Even though everything went down, Conseco. Okay. Is it about that time that works good for you, or earlier? Or earlier? Let me know. Canseco 40-40 Club, Bash Brothers, World Series champion. He was bad, man. Walker was bad. Okay, earlier. Okay. Okay, I remember that. Okay. Yeah, I mean, got to see both of them. And Walker was bad. You know, he played at a little kiddie ballpark, though. But Canseco, whew, I mean, he's a waste, though. And I don't want anybody talking about the rides and stuff. He could flat out play, but he had other things. Yeah, I know. That's a shame and a travesty in itself. But Canseco moved. But Canseco was fun, man. He was fun. He was fun. I'm gonna get ready to roll though. I will try to catch you tomorrow though. That's for sure. Nobody cared though. I don't know why he admitted though. I'm gonna look that up though. Thanks for letting me know. But I don't think that's gonna mean no. He ain't gonna go in the Hall of Fame. He was a one trick pony anyway. He played first base and he was a big boy. There was nothing else that no one cared about. So I don't know. I'll leave a message in the video. Okay, cool. Do that. Probably either this time or earlier. What time I work for you? Cause Ted told me he's coming early. I might do a two-part. Okay, cool, cool. I'll probably do a two for tomorrow. I do an early stream and a late stream. So looking forward to seeing you both tomorrow. And if I can, I'm gonna catch one of you, both of you, not both of you. I'm gonna catch you. So I'll be in tomorrow. Thanks for everything, though. All right, cool. Peace. The best. Stay safe. Stay blessed. I'm out.